Good morning, YouTube. It is a rainy morning. We are in day 3 of my track out, not counting the weekend. I'm going to be hitting the road today. It's going to be raining the whole way that I'm traveling. I'm going to be driving about 2.5 hours going down to visit my mom. But before I can do that, I've got to go to the dentist, run a few errands, and hopefully get to my mom's by the middle of the afternoon. You may also notice things look a little different, and I could be squinting because I'm trying out some new equipment here and trying to even out some lighting. We'll see how this goes. I'm all done with the dentist. Had a great checkup. Now it's time to hit the road and go visit my mom. It is a lousy day to be driving. It is just nothing but rain. It's caused me to maybe rethink some things I wanted to do later today, but I'm thinking because of the melancholy mood that I anticipate some of today's action being, that maybe today's weather is perfect for that. Before we can do that though, gotta gas up or I won't get very far on this trip. I don't know what's happened to this spout, but it's a little crooked. You know how you always try to pump it to an even number so you don't have to do a change? Couldn't quite do that. Oh well, that'll give me a good excuse to have to buy a candy bar or a drink or something. We're all gassed up. Let's hit the road. I did get this one snack. I really wanted a Nutty Bar, which is the world's best snack cake made by Little Debbie. But this is the second best. It'll work. That was tough. I was trying to make it another 20 minutes or so until I stopped to get something to eat. But this wasn't happening. All this rain and the cool chill in the air. I'm just thankful I didn't get a cup of coffee or a soft drink back when I gassed up. I would have never made it this far. And yes, Tammy, I really did tell everyone about it. I got my overalls on. That can only mean one thing. I'm going to be working on something, and it's probably going to be way outside of my skill set, but I'm going to do it anyway. Here at my mom's, and the threshold to her garage door is just rotted out. All of this has got to be replaced. It looks simple enough, but I'm sure I'll run into something that's beyond my ability to fix, but I'll make it happen anyway. I'm not a Cliff Huxtable. I don't get in over my head. I will get it fixed, but so let's get to it. This has already become worse than I had imagined. Her entire door jamb is just rotted, and so I've got to see what can be salvaged and what needs to be replaced. Oh my. People who don't live within 10-15 minutes of a Lowe's or Home Depot, I don't know how you do it. I guess you got to be a better planner than I. But that whole door jamb is rotted, so I got to come back and get some more stuff. Thankfully, it's a 15-minute drive. Well, a 10-minute drive. And these are also the times that you wish you had a pickup truck instead of a minivan. And of course, I forgot to bring one of my measurements, so I'll be making another trip back. Like I said, I'm really glad that I'm only 10 minutes away. I guess the whole upside to not having a pickup truck is the interior of your car has that nice fresh pine scent to it. For the record, I'm tired of coming here. I'm ready for this project to be done. Hopefully, I won't continue to make it worse. Well, this has certainly been quite the project. What started out as a need to replace this and all of that rotted wood has now turned into this. I think I'm finally at a point where I have cut out or removed all of the rotted wood and am now at a place where I can start replacing it. And I hope it goes well, because I don't have a table saw with me, and that would certainly make things so much easier. Here are the many different cookie cutters at MeeMaw's Cookie Jar. And here's a craft table full of colors and all the other things that she uses to custom design some of her cookies. More cookie cutters down here because there's no room for them on the board. They're everywhere. A bag. And there's probably a container or two somewhere around here. More. Right here.
That drawer thing over there has cookie cutters. There's cookie cutters in that basket down there.
Cookie cutters. Cookie cutters. Cookie cutters. Cookie cutters. I think that might be all. I think there's some down here too. So, lots and lots of cookie cutters. Okay, not near as many tools laying out as I thought you'd have compared to last night. But,
Well, I'm not through, but see, some of it's hid.
ah,
But this over there, then maybe I can put. Now I need a work room or something. I don't know. I'm never gonna have the money to get what I need, but yeah, I told that Betsy one day in Hobby Lobby, I said, people would do something.
what's the longest it's ever taken you to do a cookie?
I don't know, I've never tried it because I don't want to have to stop. I guess I need for somebody to, I did time myself one day. I wanted to see how long it took me to roll out one recipe so that I could sort of get an idea of just how much time these cookies take total. And if I remember correctly, it seemed like it took me like 45 minutes to roll out and bake. I think I got about 30 cookies out of that batch. And in some ways that's the easy part, some ways it's not. It depends. And of course it depends on the cookie too, you know, how long it takes. And I could probably simplify it, but I don't like doing the same thing over and over. And so, if someone requests just a certain number of colors, I like variety. And when I print off, say, a picture, I've got to remember that this is a cookie. It's not a drawing and a painting, and there's no way you can get every little tiny detail. It's just good therapy for me. I just, a lot of times if I'm just feeling yucky or, I won't say bored. I don't know when I was ever bored last, but I can sit down here and even if my wrist or hand is hurting a little bit, once I start doing it, it stops hurting. I said, but I couldn't sit down and draw that on a piece of paper if I tried. Really? I said, no. I said, and my sister has tried to teach me to paint, and I can't paint. I said, now maybe if I put the paint in a decorator bag, I might could actually paint then. But Aunt Betsy will say, I don't get it. I can't understand why you can't paint. I said, it's just, so I tell people I paint with icing.
This is the morning after. Here's the finished product. Notice how much brighter the colors are. And we'll play a little game. See if you can find two that are exactly alike. I always say at the end of every video to learn something new every day, and I've said repeatedly how much I enjoy learning new things. Today was not one of those enjoyable instances for me where I learned something. Just fixing that door, oh my gosh. I wish I had known more about what I was doing from a carpentry standpoint. I got the door fixed. It'll work. It's not pretty. I can come back down here in a few weeks, couple of months when I get some time again, and I can handle the cosmetic pieces of it. But man, it was a beast because I had no clue really about a lot of aspects. At one point this evening, I don't remember if it was when I was cleaning up, if it was when I was coming back from that third trip. But man, I felt horrible about myself. I felt so stupid. I felt like I had wasted all this money. And it made me really think about how my students feel. We spend a lot of time at school talking about cultivating a growth mindset in our students and in ourselves. And one of the things that I'm always telling my students, don't be afraid to make a mistake. Because brain science has proven that you learn more when you make the mistake than when you just fly through it and it's easy. And today I learned a lot because of the mistakes that I made. And there were times that I was really worried about how costly those mistakes were going to be. And I wonder how many times our students feel that way. We don't see the financial cost in not being able to find the area of a circle or not being able to solve a linear equation. But there's a lot of personal. Okay, third battery change for this one take. Where was I? Oh, but the students pay a huge emotional cost when they can't get something. No one wants to look stupid, especially if you're a middle schooler. That's the worst thing in the world, is to have everyone think that you are stupid. And I know that feeling. Fixing that door today, and that door frame, and the way that I jerry-rigged that whole thing, I felt stupid. And I know stupid is a rude word. Shouldn't say it. Please forgive me. But that's how I felt. And I know that's how my kids felt. And It works. I got to make it a little bit prettier. My mom doesn't seem to be too disappointed. Of course, she hasn't seen it yet, but you know, that's the way it is. One thing that has been really cool about this trip is letting my mom have an opportunity to just show how she makes her cookies and to give me a chance to put it on my channel, to put it on this video. But she really loves doing it, and she's really good at it. She puts a lot of care, a lot of love, really, into these cookies, and you could just hear her. You could hear it in her voice as she's talking. She doesn't like for them to be mundane. She doesn't want to do the same thing over and over and over again. She just enjoys doing it. And as someone wise once said, find something you love doing and you'll never work a day in your life. She really loves what she's doing. She's finding fulfillment in it. It's passion for her, and I can dig that. I know what it's like to be doing something that you feel passionate about, and it gives you that what's the word I'm looking for? Gives you a sense of fulfillment. You are intrinsically motivated to do it. None of those are the right words I'm looking for, but I think you know what I mean. You do it because you love it, and doing it is its own reward. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. Anyway, I hope you can find something that you feel passionate about and that you can do for the sake of doing it, and that the sake of doing it will be your own reward. I'd be real curious to hear what it is. So comment down below and let me know what it is. And just always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. And as always, give somebody a reason to hope and learn something new every day, even if it costs you a